Happy Tuesday, everybody. It's about 7:30 in the morning, Hawaii time, so probably afternoon for a lot of the folks back in the mainland. I'm getting ready to get a new ID card, so mine expired. Got to get a new one, so I'm just waiting in the parking lot for my appointment. Anyway, I figured I'd shoot out a video since I didn't get a chance to last week. I had a busy weekend and I had some homework and stuff like that to catch up on. So, but here's a new video for this week. Just be proud to announce that I'm getting some feedback, from someone, and I know they're watching. I know they're seeing these videos, and that's good. That's good. I'm glad the message is reaching the right people. So one of the things I wanted to talk about is it's a subject that came up in some feedback, is the word deadbeat, right? The word deadbeat is so loosely used, when it comes to talking about fathers, right? So let me challenge you with this. How can someone be a deadbeat if they have been alienated from their child? All right, let that sink in. Answer that question, amongst yourselves. But, and I'll just quickly put out, being in the military, being stationed all over the place. I mean, across the country, out of the country, things like that. It makes it hard to fight a battle that you desperately want to fight. After your hands have been tied and, you're just faced with an uphill battle. It's like an uphill battle, and you're carrying 2,000 pounds behind you. So it's really hard to do that. In the meantime, you have obligations. You have to put the uniform on every day. You have a family to raise, to look after, to provide for. So a lot of things get hard. A lot of things get difficult to fight. And you're simply not able to, whether it's due to financial constraints or, time, and all of the above. So, but let's get back to that word deadbeat. In my opinion, a deadbeat is someone who doesn't provide for the child that they created or they helped create, right? Who does that apply to? Does that apply to the people who don't provide financially? Does that apply to the people who don't spend the time? It can apply to a different category of people. In my case, I have been called a deadbeat because sourness, bitterness, I don't know. I don't consider myself a deadbeat because I provided for my child his whole life. All right, whether he wants to be told that or not, I provided for him his whole life. So let's get that out the way. His mother has chosen to alienate me from his life, and and that creates that uphill battle. It's really been hard to fight that. But we're at the point now where he's 18 years old. He has a mind of his own. He can think for his own, on his own, and he's free to make his own decisions. So if he wants to, come to me and ask me, my ears and my doors have always been open, but there's nothing holding him back now. There's nobody to get in the way. It's all his choice. And I'm waiting for that. So, I know it's been hard. I know the kind of things that may have been said about me, the things that he's been told, it's a little too late for that. I don't want to fight that battle anymore. It's time for truths to come out. It's time for the lies to stop, time for the truths to come out, time for the games to stop. my ex has been very good at fooling a lot of people for a long time. And it's just about that time to stop, like I said. But a deadbeat, yeah, I won't accept that. I'm not a deadbeat. I have 2, children with my current wife, and anybody that I know, or they'll tell you themselves, I'm no deadbeat. So that's false. A lot of times when we talk about fathers' rights and the way the courts rule and child support and stuff like that, society wants to look at us as, the fathers, that we're the bad guys. We will always be the bad guys, and the single mothers will always be the damsel in distress. Why is that? It's a society. We need to stop that thinking, because there's a lot of times where, fathers are alienated from their children's lives, and being in, like I said, being in the military, being so far away, that's a hard battle to fight, because you have that commitment, you have that obligation to your country. It makes things hard just to hop on a plane every other month, thousands of miles away, just to fight a battle that you might not even win. Like, you get on a plane and you go to where your child is, and you can't see him because the mother doesn't want you to, period. Out of fear that she will not gain financially, or build her wealth. It's a fear. It's a fear that all those things will come to an end. And it's kind of fortunate for the child, because he loses out on he or she loses out on a lot of opportunities to have a life with their father. So but yeah, let's switch gears and talk about deadbeat mothers. Deadbeat mothers. That, what I just described, is a deadbeat mother. One who alienates her child from the father for financial gain. That is a deadbeat mother. And we have a world full of that. I get tagged in videos that have nothing to do with me. Nothing. Totally missed the point of the whole video that I got tagged in. It's kind of like, my ex put her foot in her mouth by tagging me in that video, because that video had nothing to do with me. If she's watching, she'll know. She knows exactly what I'm talking about. So, but yeah, it's time for the truth to come out, man. It's time for the lies to stop and the truth to come out. And I have a feeling that very soon, this will happen. So my message to you guys is this week is, stop using the word deadbeat so loosely. Okay? Just because things didn't go your way in the relationship, and believe me, I had reason to get out of that relationship. I didn't want to be with a liar, a cheater, a thief, a mind manipulator. I didn't want that for me. And that's okay. And everybody should want better for themselves, okay? And wanting better for yourself doesn't mean leaving your child behind. It just means that the parents aren't working out. And in my case, I didn't want to be around that. I didn't want to be a part of that at all. So if you're going to accuse me of being a deadbeat because I didn't want that in my life, you got to look in the mirror. You got to look in the mirror at yourself and stop lying to yourself. So, but that's my message. Are you a deadbeat mother? Are you a deadbeat father? Like I said, deadbeats are ones who do not provide. Or, on the flip side, alienates or alienate. I keep getting that word mixed up. Alienating their children for financial gain. from the father. So they can only do what the court allows, man. The court allows it. The court allows them to get away with it time and time again. They're gonna keep doing it. So, you know, that's I think there should be penalty for that. You know, the courts don't enforce you know, child visitation. They only support one thing, and that's what makes them money. But yeah. It's a lot to take in, man. Even when I talk about this, you know, it really just, it gets under my skin because, you know, I think I've been just totally misinterpreted for a long time, you know, and it's unfortunate. But now, like I said, he's 18 years old, and, you know, if this is something he wants to explore, I'm all ears. I'm all open. My doors have always been open. No one can interfere, not even his mother. So that's my invitation. It's a hard pill, man. It's a hard pill to be kept away from your child for a long time. And now the time has come where, you know, he's 18 and he can choose that for himself. You know. All right, I got to get in for my appointment, guys. Like this video. Spread this message. You know, this is it needs to be talked about. We need to talk about this as a society. We need to stop this alienating. You know, we need to stop that. You know, it's terrible, man. But you guys take care, man. Have a good week. Kids are almost out of school, and yeah, do something nice, man. Do something nice with your kids and your families, because who knows, man, this world might be over soon. Who knows? You never know when something can happen, you know. But all right, I've talked enough. I'll catch y'all later in the week. Maybe I owe you another video. All right, later.